Hey guys, in this video, I wanted to show a strategy that I use on a trending market. Some of the indicators I use to help me determine the trend, help me with the choppiness, and help me with buying signals. So I'm going to first start off with, this is the Dow Jones Futures YM. You can see we had a nice little sell-off, COVID. We've been trending higher ever since. Let me fix this actually. This is what the chart looks like. Just regular candlestick. Green for buy, red for sell. As you can see, it's very choppy. You can look in a little closer. You see some back and forth, which is normal in the markets. This is where we're at right now. One thing you could use to help you with your strategy or kind of show you the trend is adding a Heikin Ashi candlestick indicator on your chart. What that does is kind of shows you, somewhat of a trend. You can see like right here, it got a little choppy, it went bullish, kind of sideways, bullish, choppy, kind of choppy, and then it kind of sold off. Then it got positive, and you could have kept riding it. Now it got choppy, did a head fake, came down, and it continues going higher. So the Heikin Ashi shows you some good trending channels. If you take that off, you can see that it's really just nasty and confusing and ugly. Once you put it on, you can see it. And the settings I have it is when it's bullish, the candles are open. And when it's bearish, the candles close. And I'm going to show you why. So that's a good start in regards to kind of clearing up the chart, adding that. Another thing you could do is adding one of John Carter's TTM trend indicator, which I love. I use it all the time. And where am I? A little confused over here. There we go. Indicator. This one right here, TTM trend. You add that, and hit study. When you add that, it's not going to look like mine. If you go into the settings, you could change the trending up color. I think it's normally like a darker blue, but the downtrend is default red. I like the white, especially with a black background. It looks, better to me and easier on the eyes. If you don't know how to change that, you could, hit me up on the YouTube comments and I'll make a video how to help you how to do that. But it's fairly easy if you really look at the menus and read, and you can see that there's sections where you could customize it. So I have mine white up and red down. Now, once you add the Heikin Ashi, it takes a whole different form. So as you can see right here, let's zoom into this section. Heikin Ashi was already in a buy zone or trending higher. Here it kind of got chopped. So like I told you in the Heikin Ashi, my ups are open, and when it's bearish, they fill in the candles. But with the John Carter TTM trend indicator, it would have told you, you know what, the trend is still up. But this is kind of giving you a heads up. Hey, watch out. It's getting a little weak here, but the trend is still up. You could have held on to this because the color didn't change. Once you get here, this is where it's danger zone, because now you have the Heikin Ashi that is bearish, and now you have the TTM trend indicator showing red. So this is where you get a little more concerned. You could probably lock in profit. If you're a scalp trader, once the color changes, you get out. Very, very easy, very simple. Just something for people that are, trying to get a trading strategy now, trading strategy when it's trending higher, pretty much when the market's bullish. The next thing you want to do is, I don't know why I keep hitting that one. This one right here is once you have your trend, you got your Heikin Ashi set up, you want to add, first wave, David Elliott's MOBO Basic. I think that's a great indicator as well. You add that in there. And what that helps you, want to look into that little section right here, it's just telling you price action is bullish. So it's just a three-way confirmation. You got the color of the candle, bullish. You got Heikin Ashi indicator on the candle itself, bullish. And then you got the MOBO bands telling you, hey, prices are very bullish. They're on the good side. So they're trending higher. And you got a little arrow there showing you that. And prices are dipping in, but the color of the band hasn't changed negative. The trend indicator, TTM, color candle hasn't changed negative, but the Heikin Ashi was giving you a heads up. Hey, things are a little weak here, but stick with it. Now, when you get here, whoa, the MOBO got negative, Heikin Ashi got negative, and the TTM, very powerful. You would have, gone out of this mess. And then, I'm going to show you other things. But you can see now it got positive here. The Heikin Ashi stood positive candle, but the color of the trend TTM was kind of back and forth. But then MOBO started getting green and just stood green from here, from September 30th. So there's little nuances you got to pick up, but I'm just showing you, the basics of it. You can just keep back testing it, and then you can see what else, you could, and try it in different markets, the Forex or whatever, and you can see how it works out. The next thing you want to add is moving averages. I have here, which is no, not the MOBO, mapping MOBO, but I just use the map, this indicator, because it has all the moving averages that I like, which is the 20, the 50, the 100, and the 200. Slap that on there, and I throw in there to the 500. I know it's not popular, but I like to have it there just to see, half of 1,000, and throw that in there. And then you have your moving averages. So the strategy is you want to buy when price action is above the 200 and the 500. Mostly the 200, because the 200 is your main one. If price action is above the 200, let me explain this better. The 20 simple moving average is the yellow. The 50 is the blue. The 100 is the gray one that's kind of dashed out. And the 200 is the green. The brown one is the 500. So from 20, 50, 100, 200, 500. This is the moving averages I've set up ever since I started trading and learning. The colors, I got them from David Elliott. May he rest in peace. And I've just stuck with it ever since. And this is my favorite format and color. So you want to buy above the 200 simple moving average. That is, if you want to sell when price action is below the 200 and most definitely below the 500. Right now, in this case, the Dow Jones is trending higher, so you want to be buying the dips, as you can see right here. So once you have that, let's see what else I have here. I got the moving averages. One thing you may want to add, just so you can see kind of the price action, is maybe add a simple moving average day and use the one length. That way you can see the closes of the price on the, see, like right here, it was a close of 28,256. Somewhere around there. So it's just showing you the closes. of the day on the daily candle. It's kind of hard to see, you know, where price action is, the price level with the Heikin Ashi. That's the only downside to it, in my opinion. But when you put the regular candle, you can see it gives you more information. So you may want to have two screens, one with just regular candles, one with the Heikin Ashi. I don't really have that much real estate, so I just figured I just put, the Heikin Ashi candle on it, slap it on, and then put a simple moving average and just put the setting at 1. And it just kind of tells me where price action, closes for the day. And I could just see the swings just from the closes. That's a little extra if you wanted to do that, but I do that. Lastly is, okay, so now that I know I'm going to buy, when price action is above the 200 simple moving average or the 500, next thing you want to do is, okay, so what's my signal to get in? Well, you add the PPS, the John Pearson indicator. And what I did was I took away the sell signal. I don't want to know about selling. I want to know about buying. And I kept the buy signal in there. And I made it a little bigger, the arrows, and just set it in there. And then just hit apply. And voila. These big blue ones, those are my buy signals right there. I'm only worrying about buying because I am going with the trend. And that's the strategy. See right here, you're above the 200, you buy or you wait, if you want to wait, until everything is green, like the MOBO is green, the TTM candle is white, the candle itself, Heikin Ashi, is, empty body, and you just hit buy, and, you use your risk management, how much you're willing to risk, where you want to put your stop. I won't get into that, but I will get into telling you this is where you will get in. This is the buy signal. You can wait until everything lines up, then you get in, maybe get above, once price closes above the 20 and the 50, and then you could just ride this. Just ride right here. Here you could get a little, choppy, unless you want to ride the 20. There, maybe you probably would have gone out. That would have freaked you out. But you would have, you would have held on. Here it says a buy signal. Unless you were just riding this, you would have kept on. You would ignore that. Then it sold off. And if you got stopped out, you were hugging your trade. You know where to stop, and you wait to the next one. This one came in. You buy it on the next candle, or you wait for the close, buy it. You would have rode this here, and maybe would have gone stopped out here. And it would have pushed lower. If you're aggressive, you could have bought it at the 50. But if you're more, conservative, you just wait for the signal, and boom, you get in, and you ride it. You trail your stop. Great for like swing trading. You probably could have still kept in there, even though, it's all up to you how you want to look at it. Some people would have been like, oh, I would have gone out. Once I saw, especially here, everything was just red, MOBO bands. Other traders would have been like, nah, this is just volatility. I'm going to keep riding it. But if you did get out, boom, you got another buy signal, and then you keep, you're riding it. Let's go further back when COVID hit. When COVID hit, it was just, you have to have big ones if you wanted to buy it here. But, for the ones that are more conservative, I'm just going to wait. Maybe get in, once it gets above the 200. I was like, no, I'm not going to get in. I don't even trust this market. I am going to get in when price action gets above 200. Simple moving average. Right here, you had the buy signal here, but you couldn't do this trade because price, even though it closed up there, you have to wait for the signal. That's the strategy. So, it came back down, gave you a buy signal here, but you weren't above the 200 nor the 500, which is the brown. So it's like nothing. You just keep waiting. And right here, you're above the 500, the 50, the 200, and the 20. This is like an ideal, favorite trade. there. Next day, boom, everything is green, candles, white. Heikin Ashi telling you, yep, you got the green light, baby. Let's go. It's MOBO time. And you just write it. Nothing in red. We all still good. Keep writing it. And maybe right here you get out. Pulls back. You just wait. You wait. You wait. Above the 200, above the 500. Buy signal. Now it's up to you. What do you decide? Oh, man, this is red. No, I'm not getting in. Nope, I'm not getting in. MOBO's green now. Heikin Ashi's white. The candle is Heikin Ashi's green. Red. Green. Give me the go. TTM is white. You can see that it got a nasty pullback. So it all depends where your stop was. But everything right here was leaning, upside. And then it worked out. So it all depends where you put your stop to and when you get in. But you see that it resolved and it went up. And then right here, it started getting negative. Then it came back down. And the cycle repeats, Boom. Buy signal. Now it all depends what kind of trader are you. If you're aggressive or if you're not. It's like, no, I'm going to wait till MOBO's green. I'm going to wait till I see a white candle. I'm going to wait till it's Heikin Ashi. Boom. And you can see when you get in closer, right here with the one I just added, which is the closes, you can see that everything is good. We're closing, and it keeps going. And you keep riding it. Nothing's changed. Even though this is, the Heikin Ashi is giving you heads up because it changed. When it's full, when the candles are full, it's telling you that it's negative. But other than that, everything was still, good. Above the 20. It was just, people covering, whatever, continues going. Here's when you get out. Well, anyway, that's your little tip, trick I use. And this is a strategy I use just on trending markets. So the reverse, you could do it for when it's bearish. Everything I told you is just the opposite. Hopefully you like this video. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on tips and tricks, strategies, indicators, platforms, whatever I want to share with you guys. And hopefully you like it, and I'll see you again.